So for those of you who are watching this and you're watching it as a recording, this is the first time I'm going live, so I'm just kind of testing things out, making sure that everything kind of works out so that the next time, if and when I go live, you guys will be at least here and it'll be ready to go. So this is just a test, and yeah, I'll just wait for you guys to come on in if once there's some people. So it's not many people here yet, so I'll just kind of talk a little bit about what I'm looking at right now. So we have the markets pushing significantly higher right now. As a matter of fact, yesterday we talked about selling our positions, but today the markets look extremely bullish, at least intraday. Of course, looking at SPY on the intraday, we know that there's a resistance at 279. 30 to 40. You guys can see that it's functioned as a resistance in the past. It's actively trading higher right now, but this is the area we're looking at, right? We talked about how there's a resistance at 280, so keep that under perspective when you're trying to trade the markets right now, because we want to be still as objective as possible. So on the 180-day chart, you see that how we still climbed above the 20 EMA, actually verify the 278 area as a support today, and I'll talk more about that in the stock talk today. But hey, Addy boy, welcome to the stream. So I kind of have to flip back and forth from the stream to the chart itself. Hey, Rizwan, welcome. So is the video and the audio good? Because right now what it's saying, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. So let me know if there's if you guys are buffering or what's going on here, because I'm not sure what to do. But anyways, yeah, we're talking about SPY and this bullish nature right now, right? So just keeping everything into perspective as it's going on right now. Yes, we're pulling higher, but looking at the big picture, remember that 280, especially this previous resistance area that the markets told us would be resistance, got to keep that in perspective as markets are pulling a little higher. We know that NASDAQ futures have been pulling up higher all day, so that is another interesting thing that I've been watching developing. I think that NASDAQ have been cushioning the markets from dropping lower, at least today. So it's clear. Awesome. All right. So I can't wait until I do a stock talk tonight for you guys. So let me know if you guys want to see anything. Of course, there is a course under development that I've been talking about. The course will cover all sorts of stuff, right? Like how I identify trends, how to utilize these SMA, EMA lines, the psychology behind how to manage risk behind the stock market, all that good stuff. All those critical things that you kind of really need to have in your toolbox, as you're actively trading, so that your emotions aren't getting the best of you when you're trading. So Tesla is flying, by the way, can't catch it, smiley face. Yeah, so we talked about Tesla, right? Tesla, so far today is what, Thursday? If we manage to close above, the 330 area, which is very possible looking like right now, looking at the 3-year chart, right? This is a pretty clear breakout pattern as of today. Of course, this candle, hasn't fully formed, but just looking at the bullish nature of the markets today, we expected some sort of drop, and we did get a drop today, just a little bit. Look at the intraday, right on the Dow. We did get a drop, but where? Drop back to the support. Back to the support on the futures, and now we're going back up. So it just kind of confirms how bullish we are. So Tesla has the potential to continue going higher. SFM going sideways. Will you take a look at it, please? Oh yeah, I think we went over that one, Rizwan, right? How you were shorting this one. Yeah, so you're shorting it right now. Sprouts, right? It's just right now, as the markets are mobile, I mean, there's certainly potential for it to continue going lower. But just note that you see how this was the previous resistance, this area right here. You guys see that? This was previous resistance, and this area can act as a support this time around. If this doesn't hold, then yeah, we can start going down to around $19 and change. But just as kind of markets are being more bullish, it's kind of hard to imagine shorting stocks right now. I like to go long with the markets right now. Hey Tango, hey Rico, welcome to the stream. Good to see some familiar faces here. I think one of you guys, was it Eric or someone? So I don't think Eric is here right now, but I think someone was talking about IQ, right? And look at this pattern, guys. Just on the 100, we talked about this yesterday and a couple days before, right? This pattern, I actually bought into IQ. I'll talk more about that during the stock talk, but this nice predictable pattern, right? Uptrend, consolidation horizontally to the 20 EMA, up, consolidation to the 20 EMA, up, sideways to the 20, up, sideways to the 20, up, sideways to the 20, up. So at least I was able to participate in it when it was around $36 today. But you know, are you going to buy in right now? The answer would probably be no. But wait for it to start consolidating. Give it 1 to 2 more days, I think, before looking to buy this one. This is a really predictable pattern, I think. Gush going down. When should we look for an entry in Gush? So that is a good question. And I just want to show you guys Gush right now. Actually, let me just show you SPSIOP right here. We're looking at the 180-day chart, and actually it pretty much looks like Gush, so I'll show you this one. Right? Look at what happened today, right? Intraday, we spiked to 40 really quickly within like a 1-minute time span, and all of a sudden it started dropping. So why did we drop? Of course, we hit the resistance, right? Yesterday we talked about how the resistance is at exactly $40, and you can see why that is the resistance. All the body of the candles have been below this resistance area. So when did we talk about a good time to buy? Well, according to the 180-day chart, Gush tells us that the this line, the SMA 150 line, or the orange line, is a good time to buy. So around $36.90, $37. That could be a good time to take that position. But you know, again, just be cautious, because you can see that we're trending lower right now, and look how we consolidated sideways at the SMA for a little bit before we came back up, and we're getting squeezed in by this resistance and the SMA line. So that's just something to watch out for. Gush is falling. Let's look at intraday Gush. Yeah. So you guys can see that spike followed by good stuff. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna keep this video kind of short, maybe 15 minutes. So I'm gonna end the stream in another 6 minutes or so. So I'm just testing out the setup and making sure that everything works. So later I'll talk about the course and whatnot. Of course, we know Gush, right, follows SPSIOP, and it's pretty much mimicking what's been happening. So there's two perspectives that people are taking on Gush and DRIP and crude oil in general, right? We have the OPEC meeting, which people think like they're going to increase production or something, which obviously would lower oil prices. But looking at this, right, people think that this might be a bear flag pattern. So massive surge down, followed by a bear flag, the flag, and then there would be another leg down. At the same time, one can argue that's a bull flag pattern. Surge up, followed by a consolidation pattern. So that's why people are conflicted as to where oil is going. And if you're conflicted, or if you don't want to play this pattern, certainly there are better patterns to go into, right? We have all these tickers that we are actively watching. Can you check DSLV? DSLV, is that inverse silver? Wait, what is that again? Yes. Is this silver? I think it is. So instead of looking at DSLV, I would like you to kind of look at USLV, which is, you know, this is silver bull, I think. So looking at silver, this is certainly not something that you want to go in the inverse of, right? This is in a breakout trajectory, to which point, well, it could get to 1163. It could get a little higher than this current area, but this is a breakout trajectory. If it starts breaking out and we actively break over this moment, then the next area of resistance is $12.23, followed by another resistance at $12.77. So those are your major resistance areas. USLV, if you had to pick one to go into, I would go into USLV because it's on an uptrend. Yes, we're nearing the resistance, so you would have to get out quickly, but I wouldn't take that position because our margin of profit is gone, right? I would have gotten down here. We talked about how this is a very steady support. Now that it's up here, I would think more about selling. DSLV is just a little too risky, like I said. DSLV, it's pretty, flip side of things. You can see how it broke the quote-unquote support, and yeah. All right. Fantastic. Turn up. We live. That is right. Oh, wait, you want me to turn the volume up? I think the volume is pretty high right now, but I'm not sure. So, yep. Okay, so I'll stream for another 3 minutes, and then I'll be off. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining me. Thank you everyone. If you guys do find these videos helpful, like I would always say, I love the interaction between you guys. Now, especially today, I'm going live. I love talking with you guys. Love seeing the comments and just talking about like the specific trends or what patterns that you guys see or potential. So great job, and keep that up. I look forward to all of your tickers that you submit. NUAN is a good one to enter. Check it out. Okay. All right. And I'm going to try to keep the stock talks lower, right? I'm going to try to keep it 15 to 20 minutes or possibly even lower than that. So that is my goal for today, and wish me luck on that. So if I don't get it under that, then I'll have to try again another time. So NUAN, here it is. We're looking at the 1 year chart. Okay, we gapped up today. That is an interesting pattern. You see on the 3 year chart, it doesn't look so appetizing anymore on the 3 year chart. The reason is, right? Well, one thing is we have a lower high, and this is certain. Certainly a lower high on the weekly chart. On the more near term, we still have a lower high. Yes, we managed a recovery, but this recovery might mimic something like this. It's not fully set up like that, but we need to hit over the 20 EMA. Over the 20 EMA is just too risky, right? You can see that this is a lower high. Yes, it started bouncing up. You might be on a good deal, but this is just too risky. It might come up, but it might get rejected. Note how many times we kind of get rejected the 20 EMA here, right? Look at these rejections of the 20 EMA here. We're pretty much close by to the 20 EMA. It's a hard sell. All right. Let's take a look at why are banks getting hit. Well, let's take a look at JP Morgan. Oh, well, the financial sector, I think, is taking a hit, because I think I looked at one of the tickers that follows financials earlier, and right. I mean, this is not so bad for financials like JP Morgan. Like, yeah, this is like a bull flag pattern, right? We talked about how it moved so far up. Let's take a look at this. Goodness. Okay. Yeah, I think it's fine. It's just general market movement. It's pretty much fine. I think that what we really want to focus on is since the banks aren't doing so well, look how strong things like NASDAQ is right now, right? That is something we certainly can take advantage of, which is why I've been hyping on TQQQ and those tickers, because that's incredible. TQQQ is up 3%. All right, so I think that's it for this live stream. Thank you guys for watching these videos, watching this live stream. Coolio, Noob, Addy Boy, Rizwan, We Smokes, Rico. I'll see you guys in the stock talk in a couple of hours. I hope you guys are having a good trading day. Thank you for all those call outs, and look at all these green tickers. So, all right, I'll see you guys later.